Trade tensions heat up. So, it looks like the US has imposed a 25% tariff on goods from Canada and Mexico, and a 10% tariff on China. That's a significant move, isn't it?
Absolutely, and this affects a huge portion of trade. Together, these three countries accounted for over 40% of total US imports last year.
Right, and China has responded with its own tariffs, up to 15% on some US goods, including chicken and wheat. That's going to impact a lot of American farmers.
Exactly. The new Chinese tariffs take effect on March 10th and target various agricultural products. This could really disrupt the agricultural market.
And Canada isn't holding back either. They've announced tariffs of up to 25% on $107 billion worth of US goods.
Yes, that's a significant countermeasure. This kind of back and forth could lead to a trade war, which would have far-reaching consequences for all economies involved.
China has also accused the US of using these tariffs to bully them, claiming it undermines cooperation between the two largest economies.
Indeed, the Chinese Foreign Affairs Ministry has stated that pressure and coercion are not effective strategies for engagement.
And with the addition of companies to their unreliable entity list, it seems tensions are escalating.
Yes, and the lawsuit with the World Trade Organization shows that China is taking these tariffs very seriously. This could lead to further complications in international trade.
So, it looks like Canada's tariffs on $20.7 billion worth American goods are taking effect immediately, right?
Yes, and the remaining $86.3 billion in U.S. products will be subject to tariffs in 21 days, according to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau mentioned that these tariffs could lead to higher prices for groceries, gas, and cars in the US. That's quite significant.
Absolutely, and he also warned of potential job losses in the thousands due to these trade actions.
And this seems to disrupt a previously successful trading relationship, right?
Correct. Trudeau pointed out that this violates the trade agreement negotiated by the last U.S. administration.
I also heard that Trump accused Canada of not doing enough to combat fentanyl trafficking. What's the reality there?
Well, according to U.S. Customs data, only 0.2% of the fentanyl seized at the U.S. border in the 2024 fiscal year came from Canada.
That's a small percentage. Trudeau stated that Canada has increased its drug enforcement efforts, right?
Yes, there was a reported 97% drop in fentanyl seizures from Canada from December to January, going down to just 0.03 pounds.
What's the economic impact of these tariffs? I heard US stocks reacted negatively.
That's correct. The Dow Jones fell by 650 points, or 1.48%, marking one of the worst days this year for the stock market.
And it seems like Canada is preparing to retaliate. What's happening there?
Yes, Ontario's premier mentioned they would respond strongly, even considering cutting off electricity transmission to the U.S.